Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'll be sharing with you a product that really should need no introduction because it's one of the most famous products in the whole wide world. However, there'll be a whole bunch of you that don't know anything about it, and also nobody ever talks about it on YouTube. What if I told you this product was sold, like one tube is sold every 30 seconds throughout the world? What if I told you that Prince Harry included it as one of his essentials on a trip to the North Pole? It's that good. Now this is a product that has been in my arsenal for a very long time. I've gone through quite a few tubes of it. I've just bought a brand new tube because I went without it for a little while, and I just thought I'd share it with you. So this is Elizabeth Arden's 8 Hour Cream. And the name is quite deceiving because it is not a cream at all. What it is a do-everything balm. Now before everyone was slathering paw balms all over their lips, this is what people were using. This is the original paw cream, but without the paw. A lot of people will go, oh, well, paw ointment is all natural. That's not always the case. So the base product of what's in a lot of the paw ointments that you use actually is something very similar to this. But generations and generations of women and men, I suppose, have used this to protect their skin and do a whole bunch of stuff. So I thought I would go through and let you know what it's about. So the Elizabeth Arden 8 Hour Cream was first made in 1930, and it was actually produced by the Elizabeth Arden, so the founder of the company, and she formulated a product that would help heal her beloved horse's legs from bruises and all sorts of stuff. And she came up with this product, and then she sort of realized, well, if it does such great things for my horses, why wouldn't it help our skin as well? And so like I said, you know, one gets sold every 30 seconds throughout the world. Women have been using this for a long time. It's a staple sort of in many women's handbags, and you might actually know that mum or grandma actually use this product. So as I said, even though it's called the 8 Hour Cream, it's not actually a cream. It's a peachy / apricot-y coloured balm, and it is translucent, and its main sort of ingredient is like a petroleum jelly kind of product. There are two formulations of the 8 Hour Cream. There is the original and there is this one, which is the fragrance free. The fragrance doesn't bother me too much, but I just tend to buy it because why put fragrances in if you don't need to? Now the whole point of this video is I wanted to go through and give you 15 different ways to use this balm in your life, and you will thank me. Let's start with the most obvious, to me at least. It's a lip balm. Now I know it's a pretty big lip balm, and you can actually buy a special little tube which is a slightly different formula, which is the lip balm, but this is kind of the main ingredient in it. But I just use this one. If it's going to be in my handbag anyway, why not use this as a lip balm? The fact that it says 8 hour, now what the 8 hour refers to is that it will protect the skin for up to 8 hours. So it is officially known as a skin protectant. That's its official name, but like I said, we could use it for all sorts of stuff. So number one, a lip balm. Keeping with lips, if you go to beauty supply stores or even Priceline, you can purchase disposable mascara wands. And this is a tip that was told to us at the event, but if you put this on your lips and then use something like a disposable mascara wand to gently buff the lips, it's actually an amazing exfoliant. In the past, I've done this with a very soft toothbrush, but I never thought to use a mascara wand. Please make sure it's a clean one. Again, staying with lips, makeup artists have been using this product for a long time to turn more matte lipsticks into a kind of glossier kind of look, and it can sheer out lipstick so that instead of having a very opaque look, you can have a sheer tint of colour on your lips. Again, with your lips, so not only is it a lip balm that's going to protect your lips from the environment, but when you do get chapped sort of wind, have you ever had windburn lips? That's the worst. When you go out in the wind and you lick your lips too much, they end up getting really red and sore. This will definitely soothe and provide some relief. And then lastly, if you've got a really budge-proof liquid lipstick, rubbing this in will actually help to dissolve that and get rid of it without scrubbing. So this can definitely act as a makeup remover on your lipsticks. Moving away from lips now, you can definitely use this as a cuticle conditioner. So rub it in to your cuticles if they're dry. It will help to hydrate. It'll stop you from picking at them so much and getting those awful hangnails. I don't know about you, but I get like the worst elbows and knees during winter, particularly elbows. They actually get so dry that sometimes they get like, they stick to my like fuzzy jumpers and stuff. It's terrible. Using some of this not only helps to prevent that happening, but if it is already happening, it helps to kind of smooth it down, to condition it and almost seal off those areas so they're not going to be as prone to dehydrating as much as they do. So I don't know about you, but I've already had one cold, and one of the worst parts about, I mean, obviously feeling sick's the worst part, but afterwards you end up getting this horrible tissue rash. If you are constantly blowing your nose throughout the day, putting this on maybe once an hour, just around the tip of your nose, around your nostrils, make sure to wash your hands before and afterwards, will help to replenish that skin a little bit and protect it against dehydrating from those tissues all the time. Now this one's a little bit different. Now I probably wouldn't use this one all the time, but if it was an emergency I definitely would. You can actually use this, a very, very small amount of this product, warm it up in your hands, and you can actually use it to try and tame some of the flyaway hairs in your hairdo. So especially if you have like really staticky hair, this will help to kind of just get rid of that frizzy and static flyawayness. And now this next couple of things I've actually seen in kind of editorial photo shoots. So when you have absolutely nothing in the brow except the brows are just standing up on end, this is one of those products that you definitely use for that. So it doesn't go hard or crunchy, it just stays, the brows stay malleable, but they also will stay wherever you put them. So this is definitely one of those. And then the other thing that makeup artists have used this for a very long time is producing a like glossy lid. So you know when you see in magazines as really like that slick eye look that probably wouldn't be the most practical in everyday life, this is one of the products that can achieve that. Also sort of along the same lines, you can use this to add just a little bit of, I'm not going to say like highlighting because that's not the right word, but it adds a little bit more dewiness to your skin. So just the tiniest amount on your fingertips, tap it over the high points of your face. Try not to rub it because it will start to remove your makeup, but if you just tap it very lightly on top of your cheeks, it will add just the slightest amount of dewiness. Paper cuts, like I said, hangnails, any small scratches, burns, abrasions, grazed knees, this will help to protect it and keep it covered so that it can heal. You can definitely add this in, again, in very small amounts to your legs to help them look just more glowy and healthy. And if you have a tan which is starting to not look the best, using something like this will help to keep that tan looking better for longer. It just, I don't know about you, but when you add like a moisturizer or something like this, the tan looks a little bit more refreshed. I don't even know how many I've said so far, so let's just say it's 15. Lastly, you've been out in the sun. Now this is obviously not a sunscreen, but you've been out in the sun. You may not actually have been sunburnt as such, but you know that your skin feels a little dehydrated. This definitely can return some of that moisture and prevent any more of that moisture leaving your skin. So it's one of those products that will just do so many things. I kind of feel like even though it's a massive tube for a lip balm, it's actually a small tube for everything else. It's not the cheapest product, but it's not also exorbitant. It's actually $28 for this size tube. You can get smaller tubes as well. As I said, there are also very, very small tubes. I have one over here of the same, it's not exactly the same formula, it's slightly different, but it is basically more or less the same product for your lips. This formula has also been used to create an entire collection of skincare products for Elizabeth Arden. So there's like moisturizers and all sorts of stuff which have this kind of at the base of it. So it's an incredible product. I want to add another couple of different uses for this product. So for those of you who already use this product, here's my challenge to you. I want to know another way to use it. So apart from all those cosmetic sort of ways to use that I told you, and apart from like the minor scratches and minor burns and all that sort of stuff, what's another way to use it? And for those of you that have never heard of this before, you are welcome. This is definitely worth having a look at in store. So if you just go to any sort of Elizabeth Arden counter, you'll find this. You ask for it, they'll know exactly what you're talking about. As I said to you, you know, your mum, your grandma, your auntie, someone in your family probably already has a tube of this because it's an absolute bestseller. Did I tell you? 1 every 30 seconds. It's crazy. Alright, so I'm going to leave this here. I've actually got a little bit on my hand I'm going to use in a minute to take off my liquid lipstick because this makeup is more than done. I've had it on for hours and hours and hours. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please leave me some sort of way to use this in the comments below, please. Thanks for watching. As usual, thanks for coming and spending a little time with me in my little corner of the internet, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.